all of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a mother to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room. And
Katt Williams just kicked the door open again, and this time he's dead serious. After warning folks for years about Diddy's late night parties, Katt is now saying it wasn't just Diddy. He's pointing straight at Will Smith. According to Katt, there were secret freak-off rooms, rappers moving funny behind closed doors, and now names are starting to surface. The first one, August Alsina. Back in the mid-2000s, August wasn't just an R&B artist on the rise. He was dealing with serious health issues, constant pain, and heavy industry pressure. That's when he crossed paths with Jada Pinkett Smith. Through Jaden, at least publicly, Jada positioned herself as a guide and support system, someone offering healing and stability. But what started as mentorship, according to August, crossed into a full relationship, one he claimed Will Smith knew about and even approved.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. Mm-hmm. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her.
That detail alone cracked the internet in half. Some folks saw two adults making unconventional choices. Others felt August was being pulled into a family dynamic that was way bigger than him, used as a chess piece in a marriage already under strain. A lot of folks walked away feeling like August didn't come out healed at all, but broken, emotionally drained, destroyed, and exposed by Jada. Fast forward a bit, and August's name starts popping up around Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy. By 2018, August was visibly around that inner circle. Industry events, private hangs, elite access. On the surface, it looked like career moves and networking. Underneath, the whispers got darker. Street talk started questioning whether this was really about music or whether August was being pulled deeper into a system that chews people up and spits them out once they've served their purpose. That's where the long-running rumors around Will Smith resurfaced, cause word is Will introduce August to Diddy. And to be honest, these weren't new conversations. For years, people online had speculated about Will's private life, his boundaries, and what really goes on behind the polished image. Things escalated when Will's former assistant, Brother Bilal, came forward claiming Will had secret relationships with men and was DL.
Oh my God.
What you talking about?
What?
So, but Philly's a very dangerous place, always been a very dangerous place. So that day it was 6 people in the studio. It was me and I who actually hosted the show. It was the gangster and his friend, and it was Will and Charlie who ended up coming to the studio, and a guy that I call Charlie the Rat Mac now, but I'll get into that later.
Will immediately denied it, calling the accusations false. Jada backed him up publicly and even talked about legal action.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Dwayne?
I know.
That just came out too recently.
Yeah, and let me just say this. It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a money shakedown that didn't work. We're gonna take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. So that's actionable, so we're gonna roll with that.
But then something strange happened. Bilal didn't back down. Instead, he dared them to sue him. He claimed that if a lawsuit dropped, he would bring receipts, evidence, proof.
You said I extorted you. You said as a money shakedown. You said a lot of things about me to get other networks or other podcasters or bloggers scared for me to come on because they think they're going to be sued. Well, Tasha wasn't sued and I wasn't sued. So you got 2 weeks to issue an apology because me and Will's situation were about business. And I want you to sue. If not, Jada, I'ma sue you. I'ma sue you because you know that you're a liar and you know that the things that you said were untrue.
I don't know how it looks to you, but I've never seen someone who's lying or bluffing stand that firm, especially when legal action is being thrown around. And what made it even stranger was that after he said that, Jada went completely silent and never addressed him again. Nearly 2 years passed and nothing happened. More recently, on January 3rd, 2026, Bilal reappeared on Tasha K's podcast, repeating the same claims and reminding everyone that nobody had taken him to court yet.
You called her a dope fiend.
Yeah, I called her bald-headed dope fiend, without question. I told her she better sue me because
she said to TMZ when they asked her when she left the Breakfast Club,
yes,
she looked, they was like, well, what do you got to say? And she was like, we're suing! And I was just like, okay.
Right.
That's been about 2 years.
Yeah,
and we haven't gotten a lawsuit yet.
2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to be, to show that it was true. So from that, that's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that I extorted you, there was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out.
Around the same time, stories about Will attending Diddy's ultra-private parties kept resurfacing. Allegedly, the kind of gatherings where phones get confiscated at the door, cameras are banned, and nothing leaves the room. Total secrecy, complete control. That's when people started replaying old comments from Katt Williams, who once said, if you play the Hollywood game right, doors fly open, and if you don't, it turns into a nightmare. Will stayed publicly silent through most of Diddy's scandals until the legal pressure became impossible to ignore. After the RICO charges, the energy changed. Will disappeared from the narrative almost overnight, except for a brief denial during a stand-up show at San Diego, even though older clips showed him calling Diddy his brother.
I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't been none of that stupid. So whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a lie. I don't even like baby oil.
Thank God that God gave us a Will Smith, and that's real talk.
Thank you
For
very
real.
much,
I love
man.
you on
Thank
the
you very
realest,
much.
realest
Thank
black
you. Number
team,
love, brother.
God warrior. We love you.
Appreciate you.
Love,
Y'all be
thank you.
good. Have fun.
Say what's up to the family. Love.
Well, they sitting at the table right now. I got to get back in there and get some Easter dinner.
I don't want to get you in trouble with that. Go do your thing, player.
Y'all be good now.
All right.
Peace.
August, meanwhile, was unraveling. From 2020 through 2022, his life played out like a slow-motion collapse. Emotional interviews, long silences, mental health struggles. His conversation with Angela Yee shook the culture, where he confirmed the relationship with Jada and described the emotional toll it took on him. That led straight to Red Table Talk, where Jada introduced her infamous entanglement word to the world.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
The explanation focused on personal growth and healing, but August was left looking like collateral damage. Sources around him described him as devastated, emotionally wrecked, and struggling to find solid ground again after being destroyed by Jada. That's when the narrative took a darker turn. People began saying August wasn't just involved, he was used, allegedly kept close during Will's PR storms as a distraction, someone whose presence helped keep attention away from deeper secrets. Not love, not healing, but strategy. Insiders claim August was pressured to stay quiet, to play his role and not rock the boat. Less romance, more containment. Names like Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown have been hinting at this dynamic for years, talking about manipulation dressed up as mentorship, power disguised as help, and young artists being broken behind closed doors.
So speaking of fear, I got to get your take on August Alsina.
What about?
He goes on, podcasts with Nick Cannon and a few others, and he admits, after of course coming out with his, situationship or entanglement with Jada Pinkett, he admits that he now is God has shown him the love of a man.
So Jada f***ed him up, and now he don't want pussy no more. That's the last woman he on the books having sex with? That old his son, his friend's mama? What the f*** is going on with these bitches out Calabasas?
There's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you start crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? What people do. Like, it's not no glory to be talking about. It's really it's really Hollywood. It's really up out there. It's really up.
Whether folks believe them or not, their stories overlap in uncomfortable ways. And more questions popped up when Joyner Lucas joked publicly about the extreme security at Will's house.
I know you beefed up your security because they give me a hard time.
Yeah. Yo, can you be driving up talking crazy? You gotta just ring the bell talking about open the door.
Put me on the list so that when I pull up and I push the button, they
get
will
weekly
treat me.
Security reports, and you was on one of the security reports. I was like, what did he do? What did he do?
Yo, I pull up. Every time I pull up, I'm thinking I got some clout, some status or some shit around here. You know why I got a whole song named Will. I'm feeling like Will. So I done.
So you just ring the doorbell and tell security, yo, open the door, it's Joyner Lucas.
Nah. I push the button at the gate. We got like 3 gates. I push the button at the gate, and the dude talked to me through the intercom and say, what do you want?
It sounded light, but fans read between the lines. Why does someone need that level of protection at private events? Is it just celebrity paranoia, or is it about keeping certain things from ever leaking out? Then another name circled back into the spotlight, Brashear Gray. Once a rising star from the Empire, his downfall was fast and public. Arrests, mental health episodes, career collapse. According to resurfaced claims from Bilal and Jaguar Wright, Brashear was allegedly pulled into the same circles too early and broken by forces bigger than him.
See, they trying to sell him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present that tape.
Lawsuits followed with accusations of sabotage, psychological harm, and exploitation. Bilal even claimed Brashear broke down in private conversations, emotionally shattered, saying he was taken advantage of by powerful men, allegedly including Will and Diddy.
It's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on, right? So I'm like, I pull him to the side, right? And I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. I want to love you because everybody else loves you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day, I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck his p. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo.
Then people started asking questions about Jaden Smith himself. Rumors and accusations floated online about grooming and exposure at a young age. Will denied everything, but the internet wasn't convinced. Not with the patterns stacking up, not with how many young men around that circle seemed to spiral later. From there, the trail leads back to Usher. Remember, Usher lived with Diddy as a teenager. That part is public record. Old interviews resurfaced where he described the environment as curious. Later, he said he would never allow his own children to experience what he went through. At the time, it sounded vague. Now it sounds heavy, like regret.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
And that opens the door to Justin Bieber. Justin was barely a teenager when he entered Diddy's orbit. Old clips show Diddy bragging about having 48 hours with him, saying what happened couldn't be discussed.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Back then, people laughed it off. Today, with everything else exposed about secret parties and freak-off culture, that footage feels unsettling, especially when you look at Justin's adult life, the breakdowns, the isolation, the emotional interviews about betrayal, and cutting ties with people from his early career.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they loved me. And
Justin Bieber unfollowed his former manager, Scooter Braun, on Instagram, which sounds really minor.
It sounds sort of very high school.
But it is a big deal, especially for celebrities. And then the really surprising thing is after Justin did that, Scooter deactivated his entire Instagram.
When Justin later talked about wanting to protect younger artists, even reaching out publicly to Billie Eilish to offer support, people started connecting the dots. It didn't sound random. It sounded like someone who had seen things he didn't want others to experience.
I just want to protect her, you know? I don't want her to wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm...
So when you step back and look at the full picture, it doesn't feel like an isolated story anymore. It looks like part of a pattern. Young talent brought close, offered mentorship, pulled into powerful circles, then left dealing with the aftermath while the powerful remained protected. Will Smith's silence, Diddy's history, the resurfacing voices, the repeated breakdowns, it all paints a picture that doesn't sit right. We're saying it's all confirmed, but the streets aren't talking for no reason. Too many overlapping stories, similar outcomes, and folks breaking down the same way after touching the same circles. And with more names resurfacing and more voices getting louder, this story feels far from finished. So what do you think really happened behind those closed doors? Did mentorship turn into manipulation? And how many names been protected by silence this whole time? Drop your comments, don't hold back, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for unfiltered truths like this.